please tell us about your very first session. So I want to talk about my very first session because I think it holds some really nice points for practitioners and for clients. So I did my very first session a little bit before I became a practitioner. That was about like 4 or 5 years ago. I had read books from Dolores Cannon, and I was like super excited about all this world and all these incredible concepts and all these things. I had just discovered that I am a star seed, and I have like so many ET connections and all these things. And so I wanted to dive into myself and get more information about me and everything. So I was super excited. I actually wanted to have a session with Dolores herself, but I found out that she had an 8-year waiting list, so it was a little bit too much. So I found somebody here in Germany. So I prepared a long list of questions. Like, I don't know, there were quite a lot actually, more than 30. And I would say like most of the questions were very complicated in a way that they were questions about mostly about like ETs and like all these other dimensions and like very complicated concepts about quantum physics and I don't even remember. It was just like a lot of like really complicated stuff and lots of details I wanted to know about, like curiosity stuff. So, I mean, I didn't know what to expect, but of course I had my questions and I had my expectations, right, to get these answers. And so we have a nice pre-talk, we go into the session, and I wanted, I mean, I was expecting somehow to see a life that was like, I don't know, like grandiose, like something like, wow, like, I don't know, like a being with like wings, or I don't know, like 12th dimensional crystal planet, whatever. So what I saw was a flower. Yes, I was a flower in a field, and I was a yellow little flower basically, and I didn't see much because I mean there's not much action going on when you are a flower. You're just like sitting there, standing if you want to, and so I mean I was already quite angry. I mean, like like I was a bit like not. I was seeing it, but I had this resistance. Like it was like, oh, yeah, come on, like come on, let's. I want something more. Like, anyway, so I was describing how I look like. My practitioner asked me a very key question, which was after I described how I look like and everything. She said to me, "How do you feel?" So then I connected, in that way, and I remember like a wave, an emotional wave that flooded me and made me start crying so much, so from so deep. And she asked me, why are you crying? And as she was asking me, I was like I was realizing what was happening to me, why I was crying, and I just realized that I had never felt so connected, with the earth, so grounded, so nurtured, so so much, how you say, I mean, as a flower, basically, there is not much you need to do. There's nothing you need to do. You just are. And you are being supported by the earth. She's feeding you from the roots. You get all the minerals and everything, any ingredient you need. You get sun, the energy from the sun, which helps you grow. You get occasionally some wind and some rain, some insects coming for a visit. And but this connection, this rooting, this crazy, incredible, beautiful, like connection with the earth, I had no idea how healing it would be in all levels, just like something so simple that could be so incredibly profound. And I didn't realize that until now, and I'm still learning from that experience. So going back to the session, after the past life regression, then I see the practitioner started asking my questions, and my higher self didn't give mostly almost any answer. Yeah, like literally, like most of the questions I was not getting any answer, and eventually I couldn't help it, but allowed, my higher self said, she doesn't need any of these answers. She doesn't need any of this, and why does she want all these answers to all these questions? She just needs to be. So my nerves were like broken during the session. I was so disappointed. I left the practitioner crying all the way home. I was so disappointed with myself, so angry with myself. I thought I failed. I thought it didn't, I didn't fulfill my expectations and all that. And so all I have to say is that eventually I am now realizing, after 4 or 5 years after having this my own session as a client, that this has been the most profound experience I have had, and teachings and lessons and healings. And I'm still amazed by the beauty, the simplicity, and the profundity, and I don't even know how to put it into words, but it helped me so much, to gave me everything I needed. And it still does. This simplicity of just being, and allowing things to unfold, and knowing that you are always protected, you are always nurtured and supported, and being cared for, has really immersed me with this huge way, like wings around me, this beautiful place of peace and safety, that, and love, and simplicity and beauty, and yeah, I will never ever forget, and I'm still learning from this experience. So I wanted to say this as an advice for both practitioners who have clients who they were, like, in the beginning might have been disappointed by the sessions, and for clients who didn't get what they expected, that things are unfolding always in the right way, and you always get exactly what you need, and it's just very, very beautiful. Thank you.